Good morning. Welcome to the homestead. Well, okay, this section right here is pretty nasty, and the branches keep breaking off of this tree right here, and so they're all kind of laying down. Some of them are still upright. It was a cluster of trees, and so I think I'm going to tackle that. Also clean up this tree right here, and I think there's another tree over that way that I need to clean up, and so maybe that's where I'll approach today. This is the fence line, the property line, but I'm not sure how far out it goes, but I do know that that cluster of trees is on the property. The trees may have not been, but now since they've fallen, they are on the property. And so in order for us to make a plumb line down the property line, we're going to need all of this stuff cleared out. And so I think I'll start right there, and we'll see what happens after that. If you're new to our channel, you haven't seen our thorns, our thorn trees. See that thorn? That's a biggie. They go all up and down. Some of them are little. They look like little horns. But some of them are really, really big. And so we have to be careful. The whole cluster of everything is full of thorns, different sizes, different shapes. So we have to be careful. I'm gonna have to delayer. It's getting too hot working. I'll go get on my vest. Here's some of the other type of thorn tree branch, and you can see they're teeny tiny little thorns, but they're very, very sharp. And there's all different kinds of thorn trees. Well, mostly they're on a neighbor's yard now because we've done so much to clear these. Let me show you the neighbor's yard, and you'll get an idea of what our yard looked like when we first started. So you can see we've done a lot of work in the year we've been here, because that was what this looked like. And it's nasty and it's hurtful. Not hurtful, that's a dumb word. It hurts. Better get back to work. These are some type of water reed. They don't have very thick root system, and the ground's really damp right now, so they just pull right out of the ground, which is lovely. Of course, I'm leaving a bunch of holes behind because they're all getting stuck, but easy to get out. Better to pull them than to cut them. By the time you see this, I'm going to be speeding it up to a very, very high power. So it goes zing, and you don't know how gingerly I'm taking each one of these branches. But if you don't go gingerly, one, you could step on a thorn and it can go through your boot, which has happened. And two, you could reach for something and put a thorn through your hand, which has happened. So to gingerly try to break these things, it's so dead, it's just breaking. I haven't even got the clappers. But at the same time, they still sharp, and they can still go into your hand, your arm, whatever, if you're not careful. And so I am taking it really slow and carefully all through there, because there's a lot of thorns that are buried under the grass, and I'm finding them as I step. I can feel them, and so I'm picking them up. And then of course there's the branches, and they're all broken and laying on top of each other. And so I'm just trying to really, I don't need to puncture an artery today. Maybe never. Not a maybe, for sure never. You may have noticed that couple of things. One, I have different piles. I don't know if you can even see them in the camera, but I have different piles of sticks. One for big thorns, and one for no thorns, like the water reeds, because I can pick up the water reeds in big bulk, but I cannot pick up the thorns in big bulk. So they have to stay fairly small, the piles do, enough to where I can pick them up and not hurt myself. And then I just got done cutting, and I don't know if you could see that either, but trimming up the boat art tree. That's a boat art tree. The limbs don't go straight. They go every cattywampus, every different direction, and they curl, and they get stuck together because there's little thorns every inch or so, and so they just get tangly. So I brought those down so I can get a better reach on those other ones, because they were kind of hanging them up. And now I have a big pile that are all just messed up. So I'm gonna push that pile over that way, get it out of my way, and I'll deal with that one later. I got big sticks over here on the ground that are about yay big, and those will go to a different pile. They won't go to the burn pile. And then, like I say, I got different piles. As soon as they get a bit big, I start a new one. Anyhow, that's kind of what you're watching. You might have seen me kicking the ground. Well, that's because there was a mound under the grass, and I wanted to make sure there wasn't any fire ants under there. So I kicked and kicked and kicked, kind of broke it open. You can see the tunnels, but there are no ants. It's a possibility that we already killed it off during the summertime when it was exposed, and it's just, the mound's just still there. Wasn't a huge mound, but it still was a good sized mound. So no ants. I got to get a drink of water. Sometimes I dehydrate myself because I forget to drink, especially when it's cold. Outside, I forget to drink. So it's never a good thing. My blood pressure goes all over the place when that happens. Sometimes it plummets to like 98/49. Sometimes it skyrockets to 161/90. And the cardiologist says it's because I dehydrate myself. And sometimes my oxygen level drops real bad. We don't know what's going on with that, but we're going to figure it out. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. I got to get some water. Oh, I took a break. Now it's freezing. The clouds have come over. Some of them are even dark, but I've got cloud cover and it's getting colder. I'm going to start working so I can warm up. If that doesn't work, I'll have to get my big coat on again, but that's not good. My hat kept falling off, so I got my little thingy that protects my ears. She's okay. That was that black and brown tabby. Got her right here at the coach. So she did chase her back. So she's a tough little girl. She just had that surgery, and I just really am worried about that. So anyway, I made mean noises and chased it across the street. So hopefully that cat won't come back. I don't know. Oh my gosh, there must be something dead over there. There's hawks or vultures or something down low right here in this field across the street, circling. So, they see something. Maybe it's rats. I don't know. Okay, you ready to get down? Because I'm going to go back to work. Yeah. Look at the end of this root. All rotted out. I wonder if we did that with Tordon, because they said all the roots were connected. And maybe we did Tordon around here when we took down other trees, because they're all like that, with the moss at the bottom or mold or whatever, and that type of look to it. So we might have killed them inadvertently, because they were all clustered and alive in the summertime. I think only one branch was broken, and so we might have done that, because it's just rotting out at the root, which means that any of the trees can come down, because we've done a lot of Torgon since we started clearing this area. Well, the whole yard. I think we might have. I don't know anything about these trees, but they say they're connected, so maybe they are. And maybe we're doing a good job. We used a lot of Torgon, that's for sure. Anyhow, battery's dying. I'm going to go get a new battery and put this in my pile. There's big, gigantic ants inside the hole that I just pulled that tree out. So maybe it's not the Torgon. Maybe it's carpenter ants. Or maybe that isn't ants at all. Maybe that is termites. I don't know. Let me show you. Okay, I don't think you got to see very good. I got to screwing around trying to find that hole that the ants kind of went into the sawdust part and couldn't see them. So maybe I did capture them before I screwed up the camera. I don't know. But if I did, you know, you'll get to see them. This one looks like bamboo. You see it? Looks like bamboo. Bamboo's very invasive. Well, I don't know if all is, but I know some is. So some of these big tall things I'm pulling out might be bamboo. I don't know, but it's woody. It looks like the inside of bamboo, and it has this little nodule thing. Could be bamboo. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. This stick right here, it's really straight. I make a good walking stick. I think I'm going to keep it for a walking stick. Okay, I got a lot done. Didn't get it all done. I'm gonna call it quits. Start again tomorrow. We'll get that other tree cleared up, all the way up. We'll get the ground raked and get all those thorns that are in the ground still. We'll get that all raked up and yeah. I couldn't take the big trees down. I said I was going to, but I didn't because they're really tall and Eclipse was over there and the dog's over there and I thought they would just fall right on top of them and that would be a bad thing. So I just left them be. And it looks better, and of course it looks a lot better. Gonna clean it up tomorrow. So that's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and you be sure to like, share, press the notification bell, and comment if you would, and we'll see you next time on the homestead. Bye-bye now.